Big Herc 916. Positivity, motivation, never settle for average. You know how we do it over here, man. Go to bigherc916.com, pick you up some merch, grab your bar of soap, wash your ass, because ain't nothing worse than a stinking ass. And make sure you subscribe to the website so that you can get the email blast when we schedule the next men's panel, which will most likely be July 30th at 1 p.m. Pacific time. So subscribe to the website, subscribe to the channel, share the channel. Shout out to my man Tristan Tate, Cobra Tate, and man, I always wish you guys the best. You guys have always kept it 100 with me, and I support you guys. I see TMZ now reporting on Hunter Biden and his shenanigans. Speeding in the Porsche, doing a thing with the hookers, you know. Mainstream media is now picking up these stories. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the fix is in. They are setting you guys up, the public, for the old switcheroo. They're gonna either have Biden and his family organization take a fall, somehow justify whoever's gonna be the next Democratic nominee, and bring in someone to replace this man to act like they are restoring integrity to their party. Who would that person be? Will it be the creeper, Gavin Newsom, the man who drove more companies out of California in the last 4 years than any other governor? Will it be Michelle Obama, black woman in the front? That way, if you say anything, you'll be labeled a racist or a bigot? Or will they let Robert Kennedy Jr. represent and restore some integrity to the Democratic Party? I've been listening to that man, and he's an animal. Very sharp, intelligent. They try to put words in his mouth and he spits them out. He lets them know that that's not what he said. He's not afraid to debate. He talks with honesty. And he possesses one of the few qualities we've seen in politicians in years. That's somebody that projects himself as someone for the people. For those who have something smart to say, who want to stick by these party lines, you know, at the end of the day, man, it ain't about the divisiveness of the two parties. I think that they should actually have an independent party. And Robert F. Kennedy Jr. should run as an independent. Maybe even partner up with Trump. Tear some shit up. Drain the swamp. Burn the swamp. Destroy the swamp. Clean house. Because on the trajectory we're on now for the 2024 election, man, it's a straight shit show. Faith in the system, most Americans don't have any. The Dominion voting machines, yeah, Fox paid them $700-something million, but what does that matter? It's a machine. They can do what they want. You all seen billions. You seen them monopolizing the machines. It doesn't take much. Mail-in ballots, absentee ballots. You might as well be in Venezuela, man. Peru. Ecuador. Somewhere that has had to have a major shift in their political scene in order to have change. America's on that verge, I feel, as far as major changes to come. Minorities have a sense of thinking that they have to vote Democrat. And conservatives have the sense that they feel that they have to vote Republican. At the end of the day, it's about values and who's going to actually stand for the people. And over the last 3 or 4 years, we've seen that nobody has stood for the people. They were pushing an experimental drug on people that cause more harm than good. And the more we research, the fact that we have information now and we can see things coming to fruition almost in real time, you can't just tell us bullshit no more. It doesn't take 30 years to find out that somebody was experimented on in a particular town with the water or with some type of chemical spray in the air, and then the hospitals were overran with patients. I mean, it doesn't take years no more. Like when they sprayed San Francisco in the 50s with bacteria to see how it would affect the public. Or how they experiment with black soldiers in the military. Or with gays in San Francisco. All these things, man, it's not that hard to find out the truth anymore. And if you don't want to find it out, you simply are in denial. But the people who sit here and lie to us, the people who tell us these bullshit stories, we shouldn't continue to support these people, man. We need to call them on their shit. Especially the local politicians who go on to implement these policies that are dictated by those in D.C. But Gavin Newsom, come on, man. Born and raised in California, and they turned that thing into a straight shit show. I don't know who would support that guy for the Democratic nominee. The way he ran California, tyrannical, shutting down, passing laws. Literally, they just passed a law where if a parent doesn't affirm gender reaffirming, or I don't know what they call it, gender changing for a child, they could lose their child? Come on, man. They got the largest RV encampments in the country. Do you want America to look like that? Like California? I passed through to visit, man, and sometimes I'm just overwhelmed. Such a beautiful state as far as the weather, the scenery, as far as the beaches. But what they've done and the crime, we don't want that in America. And we don't want a person who says, I don't want their kids hanging out with animals either. Somebody who thinks the prison system is a place to house those who are considered the unwanted because they don't advocate the proper resources for these people to get the opportunities. Crime Control Act of 1994, crack cocaine versus powder cocaine. All I'm saying is that whoever you vote for, if you vote for RFK Jr., if you vote for DeSantis, you vote for Trump, you vote for whoever the next Democratic nominee is. If you think you want to vote for Biden again after the way the economy is right now, and you think that it's not that bad, man, I don't know what to tell you. But whoever you vote for, man, if you think it can really make a change, look at the big picture and ask yourself, do you believe in what these people actually claim they're going to do? I know prior to the last election, the economy was thriving. Outside of the pandemic, we were doing, I feel, pretty well as a country. besides the whole racial separation. There is an attack on the people of this country from many different angles, spiritually, sexually, consciously, and those who have been silent have to speak up. You have to share your voice. You have to challenge these corrupt school boards who are poisoning our kids with sexuality. We got to challenge the spending of our government with wars that have no ending. We have to challenge our state legislators who support bad policy. We got to challenge a lot of these things, man. We need somebody who's going to articulate these things and stick to it, who aren't going to mandate pharmaceutical shots because they're getting paid, and let people have the choice. I'm not saying that you don't have to. If you want to, cool, but don't make me do anything I don't want to do. Do it. You can do it. Don't force me to do shit. And I say that even with those who choose to change their sexuality. You're an adult, man, do what the hell you want to. But give young people an opportunity to experience life, to see the choices that they make, if those are choices they want to have for a lifetime. Because a lot of people don't know about what they're making at the time they're making them. And I tell you, I didn't know who I was until my mid-20s, to be honest with you. I never wanted to be a woman, but I didn't know who I was as far as a man. I didn't come into my manhood until my 20s, man. So there are a lot of things that's going to be revealed, but don't be too quick to count out conversation, and don't be afraid to hear a debate from different sides, different viewpoints. Always keep your mind open. Don't shut off one thing because, you know, oh, they're racist, I don't want to hear them. Oh, anti-vax, I don't want to hear him. Oh, he's a bigot, I don't want to hear him. Oh, he's transphobe, I don't want to hear him. Hear the people out. Don't put words in people's mouth. Let them explain themselves. You'll learn a lot. Whether you're far right, far left, you'll learn a lot by letting a person talk in a sensible fashion without screaming and yelling and getting all in your feelings and shaking and breaking down like a little tricycle. Listen, and let's talk back and forth. Because I tell you right now, there is levels of maturity and growth in the way you think and feel about yourself when you're 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's not how you're going to feel when you're 14, 15, 16, 17. It's not how you're going to feel when you're 21, 22, 23. And it's not how you're going to feel when you're 34, 35, 36, or how you're going to feel when you're in your 40s. You constantly evolve. And we evolve as a nation. We evolve as a people. And we see ourselves not as we were yesterday, but as we are today. And I feel that in spite of all the idiosyncrasies, the history, the challenges, this country is a country worth saving. It's a country worth fighting for. It's a country worth getting behind and supporting its values. There are good people in office that do care, that are for the people. But those who have taken a check, who have taken payment in exchange for selling out, we need to get them up out of there. We need to have a strong voice. And I'm just speaking from a person who's lived life and humbled myself in the process of trying to understand who I am as a person and understand other people and what they went through. Somebody who cares about young people, somebody who cares about the future and integrity of the generations to come, and somebody who wants others to be proud to be American. Big Herc 916.
Hello, my
name is Big Herc 916, and I'm with the Wash Your Ass Committee, and I'm traveling across America helping people wash their ass and get their booty holes clean. And I have with me here today Wash Your Ass soap, and this one in particular is Butt Naked Scrub, but I also have Festival, Oatmeal Milk and Honey, Jamaican Me Crazy, Monkey Farts, and all these scents smell very good. They will help cleanse your body of funk and also make you feel better about yourself. So if you can go to bigherc916.com, you can pick you up a bar, and my goal is to help America combat funk. Go to the Herc store at bigherc916.com and pick you up a bar of soap so you can wash that ass, or pick you up some Never Settle for Average merch or some of the Muscleup Car Lifestyle merch. We have hats, Never Settle for Average, got the Muscleup t-shirts. We also have the Never Settle for Average tank tops. Got the Muscleup Car Lifestyle hoodies. Got the beanie caps. Hey man, represent. And I know you guys aren't average, so pick you up some swag and step your game up. Hello, I'm Big Herc 916. Contact me for life coaching and motivational speaking. Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in. Exclusively at FreshOutSeries.com.